So it has been printing for a while, and as you can see, the nozzle is clogged again. The next step would be to look at the parts in the nozzle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take apart the nozzle and inspect the components inside to see if there's any damage, and maybe some components need replacing. So let's do that, shall we? Stop the printer. Now here's another tip. If you stop printing, you should not turn off the printer, because the motors and electronics below, they are still hot. So if you keep the printer running, you can hear the fan blowing air on top of those components. So to prevent your printer from overheating, you should never turn off the printer when it's still hot. So you can see here it's still hot, so you have to wait for it to cool down. But you can already start to dismantle the nozzle. Well, what I'm doing now, I'm lowering the bed, because then I have more space to dismantle the nozzle. Also, if you want to dismantle the nozzle, it's easier when it's still hot. So I'm going to put my tripod on, my camera. Okay. I'm not going to, well, this is only a bolt, the nozzle, so you can just remove it with any tools you have. Also be very careful because it's still hot. I burned my hands a few times as well. You can always reheat again in case you have some difficulties. I don't have much space here, but I think you know what I'm doing right now. Remove this pin. Also, I forgot to remove the PLA. Maybe it's a good idea to just first remove all the PLA. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to heat it up again. And I'm going to push the PLA through. I'm also going to remove the PLA from the... One of the things you can see here also is that it's really thick. So this is 3 millimeters thick. It's one of the, call it, the symptoms of a stock nozzle. So, okay, so cut that away so I can pull the plastic from the tube. Also, if you finish printing, you should always remove the filament. My experience is that sometimes the filament is breaking inside the tube, so that's something you don't want. Okay, so it's now on temperature. I'm now going to push the remaining filament through the nozzle, so I have an almost clean nozzle. So now I can adjust, reset the printer. You can clean the nozzle a little bit. So I'll continue dismantling system. See what's inside and if there's any damage. If you have enough light. Be very careful because it's hot. So as you can see, the fan is already loose. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the nylon part. You can just remove it carefully. See if I have another pliers, more pliers here. Because it's still hot. So this is a nylon piece. I will make a separate photo at the end of this video. And this one is the brass tube. I also will make a video or make some pictures, because I think that these are the ones that are the problem. Maybe they are really worn down. Get some extra lighting. You can see some plastic over here. You can see also that it's pretty used. So let's take a look at the nylon tube. You can also see some. Yeah, I removed it a few times. And on this side you can also see some damage. So it could be that one of these needs to be replaced. This one or this one, or I can replace this nozzle right here, or this part, which is also in there. This one is inside the brass tube. So this is the brass tube. So the question is now, which part is broken? Well, stay tuned. I will leave a comment when I know which part is now broken. Thank you for watching.